Every month, the gaming world gets blasted by everything between some really creative and innovative stuff and, well, corporate cash grabs. And every month, GameRanks gathers up all the biggest stuff, the stuff that people are going to be talking about, and delivers it to you on a silver platter. Hi, folks, it's Falcon, and today on GameRanks, the top 10 new games of August 2025.
Okay, show me.
Number 10, it's Lost Soul Aside. Basically, a fast-paced action RPG by a studio in Shanghai led by Yang Bing, backed by Sony's China Hero project. You play as a resistance fighter on a mission to rescue his sister after a dimensional invasion. In a lot of ways, this is kind of like if you crossed Final Fantasy with Devil May Cry, which obviously
I was literally gonna say it looks like Final Fantasy met Devil May Cry.
But it's also just a different take. Where Final Fantasy 16 went Game of Thrones, this is, I mean, it's full on following that track that Final Fantasy 15 took. I don't know, I think it looks like a pretty good game. It's a nice flashy hack and slash game with some pretty good looking graphics and, well, it got delays for polish, so let's hope that's exactly what happened.
Polish!
Lost Soul Aside is coming to PS5 and PC August 29th.
Ah, come on.
At number 9 is Endless
Stop with the
Legends
PC
2.
5,
Amplitude Studios is
PS5
founded by
exclusive.
some Ubisoft guys, bought by Sega in 2016 and bought itself out from Sega last year. They're bringing us the sequel to Endless Legend, the cult classic 4X. I'll say the release is a little strange. They're putting out a limited early access on August 7th. And
A limited early access. No longer early access, it's limited early access.
This is being done to perhaps
Okay.
excuse some bugs. Because, oh, that's not the real launch. But I'm going to regard it as the real launch, even though not all of the content is going to be there. It's a bit of a weird move, and thus that is how I am going to regard it. That being said, Endless Legend is a great 4X. There are more than a few people who call it among the best 4Xs, and a lot of people who have had some hands-on time with Endless Legend 2 have called it better than the first. So even though the launch might be a little non-standard and might be a little bit in service of, I think, maybe not having a completely finished project to launch, if it results in a good game by the end of September, hey, who are we to complain? Endless Legend 2 hits PC
There's an opt-in
access in limited form
for fans.
August 7th. You could
Oh,
call
that
it
would
a
mean
demo,
limited.
but I would not
I thought
call
they
it a
meant
demo
like
the way this is shaken out.
limited
At number 8
features,
is
early
Bendy Lone
access.
Wolf, putting you in the shoes of Boris the Wolf getting stalked by the Ink Demon. This one's a
Bendy,
top-down
another
roguelike,
Bendy
which is
game.
pretty
We played a
outside
few
what
of
you would
these,
expect
but
for a Bendy game. What's interesting is this game is kind of already out. It's a pretty significant reworking of Boris and the Dark Survival, which is kind of a spin-off game from the Bendy games. Looks very similar, obviously, but they've added a lot more roguelike elements. They've also strengthened up the narrative arc, added a hard mode, polished the combat. What's interesting is Bendy Lone Wolf is going to be available on PC, PS4, Xbox Series, and Nintendo Switch on August 15th. But if you want to play the previous version, which sounds like it's... I haven't actually played, but it sounds substantially different, but kind of the same, like in terms of the base idea of it. It might be an interesting thing to compare, and Boris and the Dark Survival is only $2.99 on Steam right now. Allegedly, it is going to
$2.99
game on Steam, according to everything I can find. So it may be a comparison that you need to do soon if you're interested. Otherwise, Bendy Lone Wolf, like I said, is coming August 15th. Or devs are doing some weird stuff with releases this month. We're 3 games in, and we got 2 of them got something weird about how they're being released. At number 7 is the House of the Dead 2 remake, the cult classic light gun shooter.
House of the
remake.
Dead.
Follow agents James Taylor and Gary Stewart as they battle zombies in a plague.
House of the Dead 2 remake? What? Didn't we already play this a few years back?
For spring, but it's going to be landing on
Or is that House of the Dead 1 remake?
7th. Honestly,
I think it was the 1.
if you're looking for the full light gun experience,
Yeah, it was the first
PC
one.
version's probably the way to go. The Switch uses gyro controls rather than light guns. And don't get me wrong, it's
This
not
is where the
bad.
voice line comes from,
The
chat.
first House of the Dead
I
remake
don't wanna
perfectly
die.
with the gyro controls. However, a USB light gun on the PC, it's the same as the old games. So on August 7th, when you pick this one up, for any platform, whether it be PC or Switch or any of the other consoles, because they do have this game on other consoles, PlayStation and Xbox will have the House of the Dead 2 remake. I think the PC is just the way to go, though. That light gun support, it's something you need. It's how these games were built. And number 6 is Shinobi Art of Vengeance, a stunning hand-drawn 2D platformer brought to us from Lizard Cube, the same studio behind Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap and Streets of Rage 4.
Wonder Boy.
You come back to find your village totally
What
turned to
is
stone,
the secret of your
then you decide to go out and get your
power?
vengeance. That's the whole thing. It basically looks like we're returning to the old school Shinobi style game, except it's a Metroidvania, I think. And whether it is or isn't a Metroidvania, if it's just got those vibes, I don't really care. I loved the old Shinobi games. Don't get me wrong, I didn't hate the 3D one when they were trying to sort of cop on Ninja Gaiden. That was fine, but I'm really psyched that there's a 2D Shinobi coming out. It's landing for PC, the PlayStations, the Xbox Series, and Nintendo Switch, August 29th. And number 5 is Gears of War Reloaded. It's the original Gears of War, fully remastered, and out not only on Xbox, but on PC and PlayStation 5.
Fully.
This is a full remaster. It's got the Ultimate
We never
Edition
played this one. The only God of War game, God of War, Gears of War game we played was the
got pretty good buzz actually. So if you remember Gears of War,
the last one,
was a hell of a lot of
the
fun.
newest
And
one.
having that back, I mean,
5.
there's no way for me to play that currently. So just having that back, I'm pretty excited. And
People said that was bad, so
20 frames per
to
second.
me it just felt
I'll
like
take
an
it.
Xbox game, you know
Gears
what I
of
mean?
War Reloaded is
Like,
landing
I
on
didn't know, I didn't have any
Xbox
expectations
and
having not played any of the
PlayStation
others.
August 26th. And number 4 is Sword of the Sea, which comes to us from the creators of Abzu, The Pathless, and of course, Journey. Giant Squid is basically bringing us Surf Journey, or maybe Skate Journey. So you're armed with a hover sword, which is a sword on top of also blending a snowboard, a skateboard, and a surfboard. Now, I'm not completely sure that it's purely linear. Apparently, exploration is a very large element of this, according to people who have played it. So I don't really know exactly what to expect, but I can tell you from the trailer that it looks like a lot of fun to me. I loved Journey. Journey is one of my favorite things made. So, of course, I would like
Never
to
played
play
Journey.
another Journey-like thing. And it looks like they're really trying to update the Journey formula here, and I like that. Sword of the Sea is coming to PC and PlayStation August 15th. And number 3 is Dying Light, the Beast. Kyle Crane is now back as a half-human, half-monster hybrid. See, back in the day, you thought he was dead, but no, he was captured and experimented on. Whether he was rescued or he escaped, it's doesn't matter. He's now got
This doesn't look
werewolf
bad.
powers. And yes, I'm making fun, but not because the game looks bad. It's because I just love bringing up the werehog. The way Beast Mode is powered, you siphon DNA off of defeated enemies, and that allows you to pull up all of these crazy special attacks that are brutal and savage and all that sort of stuff. In a lot of ways, I am not sure whether I expect this to be a full sequel, like if this is the direction the series is going in, or if this is kind of a spin-off, or maybe alternate.
I didn't
series
flush
that
the
may also
second
have
game.
jump
We were like
sequels. I don't know,
95%
I
done,
am
but then
absolutely excited.
I had to go on
I
a
guess
break
lot
or
of
something. I don't remember what the
with
cost
Dying
was,
Light,
but
The Beast,
there was a new release that we were waiting
so
for. It started
It's looking
something.
pretty sweet. It's landing on PC,
I don't remember
PlayStation, and
the-
Xbox, the most recent generation anyhow, on August 22nd. Last gen version's coming later in the year. And number 2 is Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater.
It wasn't an amazing
So,
game,
it's been a
no,
long
but
time
it
since
was
this game came
fine
out,
enough
and it's
for a
never looked
playthrough.
this good, obviously. This is a full-ass Unreal
my opinion.
remake built entirely new. It's not built on top of the old game, to my knowledge. It does keep the original gameplay, but there's a lot of stuff here that is done, quote-unquote, better. We'll definitely have to judge whether that's actually better or
Wait,
if it's just
when was
different
this
when it
released?
comes
What
out.
was the
For
date?
all intents and purposes, it looks pretty sweet. This is the first major Metal Gear since Metal Gear Survive, and man, do I hope to see this game
20th.
reviving the franchise. I would love to
28th.
see new Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is landing on the PlayStations and PC August 28th.
Ape
And
Escape.
finally, at number 1, it's Mafia: The Old Country. We haven't had a Mafia game in quite a while, and this one is just a total reimagining of what Mafia is. It takes place in 1900s Sicily. It is a prequel in every sense of the word. This is not a full open world game like Mafia 3. It is more Mafia 1 and 2. Yes, it's technically an open world, but no, it's not really an open world style. And I think that's a really good idea because the thing that really
This game is shit, terrible reviews. Wait, what? You already have reviews for this?
Existing even was that it was so much.
Yeah, we skipped Mafia 3. Because chat said it was bad.
There was just a grandness to Mafia.
I didn't want to taint the name
full open world
after having played 1 and 2 in a row.
You just have less control over the pacing. I'm excited for this one. It's one I've been waiting for quite a while. And also with Grand Theft Auto 6 delayed, this is prime time for Mafia: The Old.
How do you know that the reviews are bad of this?
PC,
Where do you see that?
and Xbox Series on August 8th. I do have a bonus game for you. It's Black Myth Wukong coming to the Xbox Series. I mean, this is just something that people have been waiting for. A great
Chat is lying, no reviews yet.
Fantastic, pseudo Souls-like, but more action-packed, fast-paced, boss rush style. Maybe even hack and slash might be appropriate. I don't know.
Alright,